Anyways, this has been good. I'm going to wrap it up right now, but um, I guess at the end of the day, I had to, I wanted to get some of this stuff out because I don't speak it much. And, I'm clearly, not a perfect individual, and I've never claimed to be perfect. Um, and even though I've had a lot of success in law enforcement and outside of law enforcement, I think I feel a lot of what other, operators, other police, other military guys, even football guys that their career's over, they're maybe earlier than they thought, and they're they that it's over, right? But there's a struggle that is with you the second that you open your eyes every morning, and it is just a void of purpose. It's a struggle, and even those of us that are bound and determined and on to start a business and keep driving forward, driving hard every day, we break down on a regular basis, and and I think that our perception of ourselves is that well, we have to be strong because everybody else views us as strong, and I agree. You do have to be strong. I agree with that. But I don't know why, but there's a scene in Gladiator that sticks with me, and probably not the one you think, but it's where Marcus is in the Gladiator's in the elevator, and he's I talked a lot about meritocracy earlier and how people know they can't beat you. They know it. They're not good enough to beat you. And I'm probably excommunicated for even saying that, because some people aren't as good at like they're not as good at anything, okay, as you. But they want what you have. They want what you've achieved. They don't want the work. They don't want the sweat. They don't want the blood. They don't want the tears. They have that entitlement, and they want everything that you have without anything that you've given, right? But I'm reminded of this scene, and remember I said if they can't beat you, they're just going to take you out. But they're in the elevator getting ready to go into the Coliseum, and Caesar takes, knows he has to fight the gladiator, and so he takes a shiv and stabs him, shiv, knife, whatever. But he stabs him under his armor, and then says, tells the guards, like, put all this shit on, and cover up the wound, and send him out there, so that I can fight him, knowing that he's already pretty much dead, and nobody will know that I'm not better than him. They'll just see the win, because I've already taken him out. And for the military, for the police, I'll even go, look, if you're an individual who is driven, who doesn't believe in participation trophies, who's just you're a business person, you're fucking savage, for those individuals, meritocracy is everything, right? Achieving a goal is everything, and having a purpose is at the center of all of that. I struggle daily, trying to find something or create something as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, that matches that gives me that feeling of purpose, that gives me that feeling of meaning. And I feel like I'm not alone in that, and maybe this is bullshit and I don't need to put it out there, but I just want those guys, and I know there's a lot of guys that have been, and girls that have been shit on by their agencies, by their country. It's really difficult, but it feels better maybe saying it, getting it out. And like I said, I don't know that anybody will ever see this, but as much as we define ourselves with what we do, as much as policing and serving your country, serving your community is a true calling. When that stuff's done, when the crowd is gone and the people aren't cheering your name, it's really difficult to understand that you have made a difference and that you've got a lot of awesome shit in front of you. I guess I just want to encourage those guys who feel that way, the way that I feel, to just do one thing, because it's the one thing. I've lived through several officer suicides, and it's one thing that if there's one thing that I can tell people, and there's one thing that I want to encourage people to do, is as bad as you feel about yourself, as bad as it hurts to not have that meaning of purpose, to wake up and put that uniform on and go out there and help other people and serve, feel like you're doing something bigger than yourself, right? Doing what you're called to do, doing something that makes a difference. Like, I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to not have that. We got to do one thing. Okay. And this is, I would give my dad 100% credit for living this model, but don't ever fucking quit. If you don't do anything, all right, if there's one thing that you do, is never give up. I don't give a shit what you're up against. Okay, take it from a guy that I know what it feels like to not know, to feel like a shell of yourself and feel like the only way out is the unthinkable, the thing that nobody likes to talk about, but a lot of us struggle with. I've been to that point, and for those of you that are at that point, you just can't fucking quit. And it's kind of like being lost in the woods. Not really sure where to go, but you can't fucking stay here. So whatever you're doing when you get to that point when you're like, I don't know what the fuck to do, you just got to start walking, because you're going to get your sense of direction back if you keep moving forward. It's when we stop, that's when we give up. And when we give up, that's when bad shit happens. And so don't ever give up. And I'm really speaking to myself. But, if I choose to put this out there, I hope that maybe, there's a service member, or really anybody. I hope there's one person that just sees it and says, you know what, I'm not going to fucking give up today. So that's all I got.